know that flutter in your chest? Could be chemistry, could be low blood sugar, or it could be your nervous system remembering old stress. Before you call it a sign from God, let's unpack the difference between adrenaline, attraction, and actual compatibility. Sparks can fly, but spirit-led peace lasts. That's why in Christian dating, you can't just trust the spark. You also need to test the soil.
Very rare, no croutons.
That is a drop-dead gorgeous order. I'll have the same.
And to drink, I'd like an iced tea.
Damn, you are good. Bring me one of those.
Yeah, on second thought, I'll have a dry vodka martini with a twist.
Ditto that. Ditto dry, ditto vodka, ditto martini, and ditto twist.
We got it.
You ever wonder how they age steak so it doesn't rot?
Here's the thing. Chemistry can feel magical, but it can also be misleading. Your nervous system craves what feels familiar, even if familiar wasn't healthy. That's why trauma bonds can trick you into thinking you've found true love. In other words, you might feel drawn to someone just because they remind you of who you've been with before. The pattern feels comfortable, even when it wasn't good for you. That attraction isn't God's best. It's your brain replaying old wiring. Then add in the brain chemistry. Dopamine gets triggered by anticipation and excitement. That thrill is a brain high. Oxytocin, the bonding hormone, shows up through touch or emotional vulnerability. That glue you feel is real, but it doesn't mean he's safe. And here's the hope. Attachment wounds from childhood may pull you toward unhealthy dynamics, but you're not stuck there. You're not broken. With God's Spirit and new awareness, your brain can literally be rewired toward peace and health.
This is Pivot Pointers, where we walk through midlife transitions with faith, brain science, and some humor. If you want a Christ-centered way to date with peace and clarity, grab our free guide, 10 Biblical and Brain Smart Boundaries for Dating. Print it, journal with it, or screenshot it before you swipe. Download it today and step into this season with wisdom and confidence. The link's below.
1 John 4:1 says, "Test the spirits to see whether they are from God." That applies to dating too. Just because someone says, "God told me we're meant to be," doesn't make it true. So pause and ask, do I see fruit of the Spirit or just strong feelings and nice words? Am I steady and clear or caught up in emotional rush? Does this feel like God's peace or just adrenaline? You don't have to stay stuck in old patterns. With just a few intentional choices, you can begin dating with more clarity and peace. Here are 3 ways to start. Don't trust the spark. Test the soil. Is he rooted in Christ or just talking the talk? The spark might get your attention, but the soil will tell you if it can grow into something lasting. Pause when emotions run high. If your reaction feels bigger than the moment, write it down and pray it through. Ask, am I reacting to this person or to an old wound being poked? Phone a trusted friend. Invite someone who loves God and loves you to speak into the situation. A friend with clear eyes can help you spot what your emotions might overlook.
Okay, if this helped you understand what's happening in your body and spirit while dating, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and tell us what's one red flag you used to ignore that you're not going to anymore.